I'm becoming Catholic.
As a Protestant, I grew up hearing that Catholic doctrine was off. Things like Mary being immaculate or her assumption into heaven. Way too far. Purgatory, the saints, confession, not biblical. At least that's what I was told. But here's the thing. As a Christian, we do share something. We call it mere Christianity, the core, the essentials, Jesus Christ, the Trinity, the resurrection. So what made me change? What made me believe what I believe today? I was raised Christian. Believing in God was easy until it wasn't. At some point, your parents' faith doesn't hold up anymore. You have to wrestle with God yourself, with your own doubts, your own questions. For me, Catholicism wasn't even on the table. It was this foreign, strange thing. You could like Catholics, but rummaging through their beliefs, that was dangerous. But I'm curious by nature, so I started poking around, reading what Catholics actually believe, learning church history, studying doctrine. And I'll be honest, some things felt strange. I hadn't been taught them. Growing up, you could love Mary a little, but not too much, just in case you turned Catholic. You could believe Jesus was present in communion, but not that it was Jesus. Not body, blood, soul, and divinity. So I started asking myself, why am I not allowed to believe this? Is it just because someone told me not to? That's when something deeper hit me. Protestantism, in my experience, was very me-centered. I could interpret scripture how I saw fit. If my views didn't align with my church, I could just find a new one or start my own. But Jesus, he prayed for unity. One church, and historically, there was one. So I hopped in the mental Back to the Future car and traveled to the early church. What did they believe when the Bible hadn't been compiled yet? When everything was passed down orally? It turns out they were very close to Mary. They honored her more than we do today. And I started wondering, if Elijah could ascend into heaven, and he wasn't even God's mother, then is it really that hard to believe that Mary was assumed into heaven too? She said the biggest yes to God in history. If I were God and I had a mother, would I bring her straight up to heaven? Absolutely. Why wouldn't Jesus then? The more I thought that way, the less I saw Catholic teaching as impossible, and the more I realized I'd just been afraid. Because if the church was right about that, maybe it was right about other things too. And that was scary, because anything but the Catholic Church, right? But here's what I learned. Truth isn't afraid of questions, and God isn't afraid of your search. If you've ever felt that tug, that curiosity, don't ignore it. Dig deeper. Ask the hard questions. Don't just settle for what you've been told. Because if God really did leave us a church, a visible one, a unified one, wouldn't you want to find it? And wherever that journey takes you, just make sure to keep your heart open and keep your eyes on Him.